Hello, Dr. Hashmi. Do you hear me?
Hello, Abdul Tawwab. This is Isa. Yes, we can hear you.
How are you? Are you okay? Dear Dr.
Hello, Abdul Tawwab. I couldn't hear you very well. Can you repeat your question?
Okay, no, I don't have any question. I've already sent you an email. Have you received that email?
I will have to double confirm with Afif on the matter. Yeah,
Okay.
but we'll see about that, yes. And on your side, what is the situation? We're supposed to have usually over 20 participants, no? Where are they today?
Okay. Just I want to know, have you email or no? Have you seen that? Just I wanted to know about this issue.
We'll have to check with Afif whether he's received that email, so we'll get back to you on that.
Okay. I need to discuss about that directly or indirectly. Yes, I want to have your suggestion, if you have any question from me, if you have any suggestion, if you have any idea, you can share me, and I can run my idea.
Okay, I'll get back to you when I find out from Afif.
Hello, Abdul Tawwab. From what I've heard, they saw your email and they replied back to it
Yes.
already.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Hello, Mahmoud. Assalamu alaikum. معنا محمود.
هلا حبيبي معك.
Okay, so the participants have started gathering. So if you can start, that will be great. 10 minutes. And if you can introduce Mahmoud.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining today. My name is Mahmoud, and I am an owner of a fitness studio called Reps Fitness Studio in Bahrain. I'm talking to you from my car because unfortunately and fortunately, we are currently closed. So the governmental directive will be closed. So we are on the go. So we work out outdoors and we try to work around what we can. Just to give you a little bit of background about myself and my work with you. I used to be a banker for 11 years, and in that 11 years, I had a passion for health and wellness, and specifically fitness, and I always wanted to um, give back to the community and the world in terms of how fitness and wellness changed my life, and obviously wanted to share that experience with people around me. Therefore, I came up with an idea of opening a studio for myself, and specifically focusing on one factor of the fitness, and that is group exercise, which came up to me on how I would be able to um, create a unique selling point for my business based on how it made a difference for me. And it came through three key points. One is obviously why people exercise, and that is result. The second is community. So so bringing people together. People like to be part of a group or like to be part of something. So creating that community was another factor. And the third factor is trying to turn exercise into a form of entertainment. So they call that term exertainments. So these are the key pillars of the club I created, and that could be created through group fitness mainly. Back then in 2011 and 10, I heard about the UNIDO, and they had a 3-week course back then of how to be able to write a business plan and how to set up your own business. And that was the first step that I took to be able to turn my idea into reality. And I have learned so much, not in terms of only how to be able to write a business plan, but to give you the right networking of like-minded individuals, whether they were entrepreneurs or people in specific governmental agencies or funding agencies that can support you and help you in not only developing your business, but also sustaining your business. I've been operating for the past 7 years, and it has been a struggle throughout the 7 years, and I would call it specifically at this time through the pandemic, as we have been closed previously for 6 months from a governmental direction, and currently we are closed in our second month once again. Throughout that time, as an entrepreneur, I would say that trying to find loopholes in terms of how to create, utilize any issue that comes up as an opportunity is what an entrepreneur should be doing. So we turned business mainly all virtual. So we turned our classes and we turned our business online, and we created an online platform where people can train online through using different platforms such as Zoom. And we've been doing that for the past actually 1 year from now. And it's been actually very successful. One of the things we did that a lot of other places and gyms didn't do throughout the pandemic is when the gyms reopened, a lot of people stopped online classes, and we haven't. We kept going. So when the directions came in and the closures happened again, it didn't affect us as much. On running as is. So that was a decision of us maintaining this virtual business operation that I think we will maintain for going forward, to be honest. Another revenue stream we worked on back then, and we still do that, is also renting equipments. Especially because previously with the gyms, there also wasn't sort of a cap of the number of people that come in, and there would be ability to utilize all equipments or the majority of the equipments based on the size you have. Given that there is social distancing going on now, trying to utilize a revenue stream of being able to rent out equipments is a good decision as well, and this is something we went forward as well with. I've been working with the UNIDO for, I would say, the past 8 years, more even before having my business, and we have several co-aligned partnerships. We work together with Ministry of Youth and Sports as well for about 3 years until last year, and we developed what we call youth programs, specifically in a 2-month project that the ministry runs for youth that is called Youth 2030, and that is being able to develop youth that have an entrepreneurial traits and be able to get into the different industries going forward. And that is in a nutshell what my history is, and my story, I would say, is coming back from a background, being in a bank for 11 years and leaving the bank to focus fully on this business. What we currently do, as besides virtual training and having a physical space, is also working with corporates. We've worked with the biggest corporates in Bahrain, such as Babco, which is the petroleum company, for over 5 years, running their corporate wellness activities. And they have one of the best corporate wellness activities, I would say, I've seen in the world, where they provide their staff daily classes for staff and their families as part of a wellness lifestyle. And they do a lot of events as well to maintain a healthy lifestyle. That is applied as well to several different companies in Bahrain. So we run a lot of corporate wellness activities. What a lot of these companies have been doing currently now is turning these corporate wellness activities also unite their staff, given a lot of, or a percentage of their staff don't actually in the offices. So they bring them together on a virtual platform to do activities, and mainly exercise activities, to keep that connection, keep that communication with them and their staff, and through activities. That at the same time also not only builds that and builds the teamwork and keeps everybody healthy and fit, but it also helps the companies as well to reduce, I would say, their absentees, their staff morons, but also in terms of the insurance premiums they pay. So that's what we do in a nutshell. I hope that was beneficial and brief. And if anybody doesn't have any questions, thank you very much for your time. And
thank you, Mahmoud. If you have any questions, please ask Mahmoud now. I think this will be very beneficial for you. So please, if anyone wants to participate, go ahead.
Great. So thank you, Isa. I think we don't have any questions. If anybody has any questions, you can always send it to Isa.
Thank you. Thank you, Mahmoud. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ahmed.
I wish you a very successful business, inshallah, by the end of the day. And hope to see you soon in our office.
Inshallah. Inshallah, I'll see you soon.
Mr. Abid Tawab?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
I think we do have a counseling session with someone from Afghanistan at the moment now.
Yes, yes, it was me. I wanted to give me some suggestion, counseling, what I should do, what you can do for me.
We will counsel her now if she's available at the moment.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Akim. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mr. Fadal.
I hope you are fine and doing well. I'm
We're
sorry
doing
for
very well, alhamdulillah.
Actually, we are facing very difficulty with internet connection today in Kabul. All the government internets are disconnected due to some problems. Today we have two entrepreneurs who will join us and who will discuss their businesses with us. Fortunately, we have Miss Kamila right now. She is already joining the meeting. Miss Kamila, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
So Miss Kamila will brief us on her business. So we'll give her time. Then later on, another entrepreneur, Miss Sahra, will join us and will share his business with us.
Inshallah. Please, Ms. Kamila, your floor is yours.
Okay. First of all, hello to all. Now I'm so glad that I'm here with you. I'm Kamala Karan from Afghanistan, and it's about 3 years that I have started my business in Kabul. That first of all, I want to say about my challenge or the problems that I had in my business part.
Ms. Kamila, can you tell us,
When I have started my
sorry for interrupting
working,
you, Ms. Kamila. Can you tell us a little bit about your business? Then we can talk about later on what is your
yes,
problems you're facing.
yes, I will say about my business. Now I'm working in handicrafts parts in Kabul. It's about 3 years that I work in handicraft parts. I have about 50 women that and about 4 persons that they are my official staff, and 50 women that we are working together in one place. That when I have started my working, there was some problems that I have faced because when I have started my working, I didn't have enough money for this working, and
Ms. Kamila, I think
my family
sorry, Ms. Kamila,
didn't
but
like that I have
Ms. Kamila,
I should work in this part
Ms.
because
Kamila,
said that it's very
Ms.
hard
Kamila, I
for
cannot hear
a
you very
lady
well.
that work in society or in
Ms. Kamila,
what?
I cannot hear you very well. Can you restart again,
Yes.
please?
The internet connection is not great, so.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Miss Kamila, can you please prefer a good position because we cannot hear you properly.
What?
Your net connection is
Yes,
slow
I'm hearing you.
and it's getting disconnected. We cannot hear you properly.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's better now.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, now it's better.
Uh, Once again, I want to introduce my company for you. For that, I have started working about 3 years. That I'm working in Kabul, and I have yes, and that they are working with me. And official means they are working in home with me, and also I have about staff that they came that they work. It's about 3 years that I'm working in Kabul, and that we have parts of Afghanistan like Ghazni province, Bamyan province, Daikundi province, Balkh province, that they are working with us, and they order for us export that all products that we make are from but they make these products 4 or 5 months, that part of our that it is in
Ms. Kamala, still we cannot hear you very well. Mr. Fazal,
and also
if you can arrange something, if you can speak about her business,
our
because we still
company
can't hear you very well.
is working in just in handling of parts, and we have our staffs or
Mr. Fadal,
Yes, I'm
all our
hearing.
staffs
we cannot hear you we cannot hear her very well.
Miss Kamala,
women that work with.
Miss Kamala, sorry, can you hear me? خانم کاملا میشنوین صدای مرا؟ Miss Kamala, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
We cannot hear you properly. I don't know, it's due to
Yes,
the internet.
I hear you.
But we cannot hear you properly. Your sound is getting disconnected, so we cannot hear you properly. What if we give you time after 10 to 15 minutes and we request
internet is too slow here. بعد میشم اینترنت چیکار کنم؟
خانم کاملا امکان دارم با می صحبت‌های شما را 10-15 دقیقه پسانتر بشنویم تا شما بتونین اون اینترنتتان اگر ریستارت کنین که ما با خانم رضایی وقت بدیم که صحبت کنن. مشکل نیست انشالله؟ مشنوین صدای مرا؟
Mr. Fadal.
Mr. Hashim, I'm sorry, I just requested that what if we give her time after 15 to 20 minutes because she got problem with her net connection, and we will request Mr. Zahra to continue.
Yes.
It is okay, right?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, let's hear from Miss Kamala. Miss Kamala, can you hear me? Is it okay with you? Miss Zahra, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, it's okay.
Miss Zahra, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello. I hope you're fine and doing well. We had some problems with net
Thank you
connection.
so much.
سلام شكرا بس
So,
الانترنت بدنا
Flores
ننزل
viewers,
شنو بالصدى ولا
Flores viewers, can you please continue by briefing
Can you mute
your
Miss
business profile and let us know?
So sorry, I can't hear you.
Ms. Zara, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said we had some problem with Ms. Kamila. She got some issues. So now, Flores viewers, can you please brief us on your business profiles and how you started, your achievements, the number of employees you're having. So let's hear from you now.
Okay. Actually, we have the name of my company is the Positive Trading and Handicrafts Company. Actually, we with the high quality carpets and kilns in Afghanistan, and you know, it is 100% organic. It's so healthy. It's 100% from wool and cotton, and it is the color is 100% natural from the vegetables, and we are the friendly with the environment and we buy the wool from the farmers, and when we dye those wools and they make the yarn. After that, we color it, and then we bring the yarns to the weavers to their homes, and before the coronavirus, the COVID-19, we had a center that the weavers came to the center, and they weave that there. And after the in the COVID-19 era, we closed that center, and now we bring the yarn and the raw material to their home, and they weave the carpets there. And we have three type of the quality, the 25 to 25, and 40 to 40, and 15 to 15. That the 15 to 15 is the best quality. At this time, we are following to find some markets in the out of the country to export our products. And before we used to sell our products to the trader here, and now we registered the company to export our products by ourselves. If you have a question, you can ask me.
So let me get this correct. So at the moment, you were, well, initially you were exporting your products through a middleman, and now you're looking to export your products yourself?
Actually, yeah, we used to sell the carpets to the middlemen or the big traders in Afghanistan. And now we have planned to export carpets by ourselves, yes.
Zahra, do you have did you prepare any business plan or any business template before you start your business?
Before, no, just in my mind, but now I have business plan for exporting.
And you tell me your all of your products are 100% organic and 100% eco-friendly.
Yes.
Okay.
And the
Yes.
colors are made from natural vegetables.
Yeah. It's 100% natural and something that I want to say is that we want to prevent the child laboring, because the carpet weavers, they weave at home, the carpets. They sometimes use the child to weave the carpets, but we have a principle in our company that we prevent the child to weave the carpets because they should continue their studying. And another thing that we have lots of refugees that they turn back to the country and they don't have job. The carpet weaving is an opportunity for them to have a job and make money to spend their lives.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I just want to ask. You're looking to export. Where are you looking to export your carpets?
Actually, the target market for me, we choose the two markets, USA, because the big customer of the Afghan carpet is United States, and then Germany. After that, the other countries. I choose 50% of the share of the of my target company. Target market is USA, and then 25% Germany, and 25% the other countries. The customers are the wholesalers and maybe the designers of the decoration in the inner decoration in the houses, and the wholesalers and wholesalers of the carpets and rugs.
Okay, and then so what sort of issues are you finding with exporting to these countries? Have you explored how you can export, or you're just looking at that at the moment?
Yes, I searched about that. Consultant, I speak. I've talked with two or three traders, and I've asked them to show me the way of the trading and exporting, and I have a business plan about exporting. I have written a business plan for that.
Zahra, I believe you should do a full-fledged business plan also for your business. I want to talk about a little bit about your employees. What is your number of employees?
At this time, at the moment, we have 6 full-time staffs and more than 200 weavers.
Okay.
Six whole-time staffs, and more than 200 weavers as a part-time weavers.
Does anybody else have any questions that they want to ask as well?
The goal of this interview, and so sorry, I don't know about you, and these interviews, their result would be what? I don't know.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to. Sorry, what? Okay, so we're UNIDO, United Nations Industrial Development Organization, the Investment and Technology Promotion Office in Bahrain. So we're working with the other participants here, and we're basically doing a counseling session for you to get an idea of your business, some of the opportunities that you have, and seeing some of the weaknesses, the barriers that you're reaching, so that we can try and overcome them. And obviously one of those is exporting now. So we're going to try and do a little example counseling session for the other participants, so that they can then take this from this course and then start counseling other entrepreneurs in Afghanistan, and help them to develop their business and grow their businesses, just like we're helping you. So I hope that kind of answers your question as to what we're doing here.
Zahra, our main focus is to help entrepreneurs to develop their businesses. So we can help you to develop your business when it comes to business planning.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support.
No worries. So this is also an interactive session as well. So it'd be great if there was some questions coming from the rest of the participants. Obviously, if you have something, please don't hesitate to ask. There's no silly questions. There's nothing like that. Everything is for your knowledge. So the more questions, the better. So please, if there's anybody.
Thank you so much, Jess. I appreciate you. If you're
Zara. Thank you so much for your cooperation. Inshallah, we will talk in details about this later on. I really appreciate your cooperation. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
We haven't finished yet.
We're not finished yet, Mr. Fazal. If you have any questions to Zahra.
So we want you to take part in this along with us. So ask questions about her business, find out some details.
I'm sorry, I just thought that it's finished. That's why.
No, that's fine.
That's fine. I don't have any question related to Ms. Zara because I know her personally. We have questions, and etc. I'm asking for other participants who got questions. They can ask. Well, let's see if they have any questions. So Ms. Zara is with us, and she will answer the question. If they don't have any question, then we'll go for Ms. Kamila.
Okay, thank you so much. If you have any question, please feel free to ask.
Sorry, Ms. Zara. No, we haven't finished yet. So we're still going to ask you questions, but we're just giving an opportunity for everybody else to ask questions along with us. So we're still going to keep counseling you for about 5-10 more minutes. Don't go away just yet. So it seems like nobody else has any questions. So we might. Okay, so what we might do. So Zara, I want to ask one thing. So I was asking about your export before. What barriers have you encountered at the moment to exporting? What is your main issue?
It has some risk of the Mr. Omid, کمبود نقدینگی, lack of liquidity. I can.
Lackage of budget.
Yeah,
Lack of budget.
Budget or access to
Yeah.
finance.
Ms. Zahra, the thing that we can mostly help you with is to develop a business plan. We will be sharing with you our template of business plan. My colleague Isa will share it with you with our emails. If we can help you and assist you to develop the business plan and to see and overcome obstacles that you will be having in the future.
So yeah, so the idea of
Yes, why not? I need a mentor because I haven't experienced that the exporting, and actually I need a mentor to help me to do this and find a new market to exporting. It is, I think, important to do this, and
so I'll
be glad.
Yeah, so one of the reasons why we suggest doing a business plan is because the business plan is essentially you doing your homework on your target market. So you're going to start looking at the areas that you're going to export into. Then you need to understand, and it's going to teach you how to understand the requirements of exporting into these countries and the costing that is going to be required to export to these countries. Also, a lot of these countries as well will probably have standards that you need to meet. So doing that business plan will allow you to understand what sort of standards you're going to have to meet in terms of your product quality. If you're saying that your carpets are 100% organic, some countries will require you to prove that, and they have certain standards for you to actually label your product as 100% organic. So developing a business plan will basically give you an understanding of what you have now, what you need to get to, and how you're going to get there. And when you develop your business plan, you obviously mentioned that one of the barriers for you is your lack of finance for exporting. A business plan will allow you to determine how much finance you need, and it will also give you an opportunity to then go to a financial institution or bring on an investor and then secure that finance. So basically, the business plan should be very detailed. It should be, it's a reflection of you as a business owner.
Yes, you're right.
It's a reflection of you as a business owner. And if I'm going to invest my money, or if I'm going to lend my money to you to then export, I need to see that you know what you're doing. I need to see that your business is going to generate some return, and I need some security. So that's why we say for all entrepreneurs, the best thing and the first thing that you should do is develop a strong business plan. And you've already it seems like you've got a good business happening. Now your next step is to secure that finance. So develop a business plan looking into your exporting markets, and then you will be able to work out exactly how much you need, and then you can take it from there. So from us, I think our next step for you would be to develop a business plan. So as Ahmed said, Isa will be sharing a template for you, and then you can develop your business plan on that. It's a rough guide. So you might want to add more things that aren't on the business plan. You might not add everything. But
calculated.
Yeah, but it has a financial calculation table for you. It's pretty much just a put it in and go. So it'll definitely help you. And so what we're going to do is we're going to send that, and then we'll definitely be in touch.
Okay. If you can please give us your email address.
It's raining.
It's raining.
Yeah, so Zahra, please give us your contact details.
It's raining.
Oh. I miss the rain.
Zahra,
Great.
please provide us with your email address. So we'll send you our emails and our business plan template.
can I send it to you? I may send it to you later. And it's great to develop my business plan. And we have finance issues too, if and market, find market. And marketing is a big issue for us because we have lots of refugees and returning migrants to the Afghanistan and women's because 90% of the viewers are women's. We have lots of weavers here and we can produce lots of carpets, the high quality carpets in Afghanistan. But the problem is that we don't have the market. If we can find the market for ourselves, we can develop our economy in Afghanistan.
So basically what you're saying is there's no market within Afghanistan, so you need to export your products and you're trying to find a market, a strong market to export into. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is important to find market.
Okay, that's where the business plan will come in. At least for you, it'll give you an opportunity to do your homework, find the perfect market, and then obviously you can start exporting there, and then maybe that might open doors. Hopefully, with the help of the rest of the participants here and the ministry, we can start counselling other entrepreneurs that are like you, and they can start developing their businesses and start exporting to these countries as well. So, thank you very much for chatting with us today. Thank you for telling us all about your business. It sounds like you have something very, very special happening, and we look forward to working with you in the future. So what we'll do now is, after this, you can send us your email. We will forward we'll forward the document to you, and then we'll continue working with you from here.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your we have some issues like innovation, because I think we need to innovate and creativity to make some new designs and to need and research market about our customers and find what they want and give orders from them before producing carpets, because we have lots of carpets here and for them, and it's good to find customers before producing and find what they need and what they want to produce and give order from them before producing. Thank you so much again, and I appreciate you. Goodbye. Have a great time.
Thank you, Zara.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Fadl, and the main objective of this counseling session is to show you how to do counseling. So we need you to ask questions, to connect with the entrepreneur. It's not just to counsel the entrepreneur. The main objective of this session is for you to know how to do counseling. It's for us to teach you how to do counseling, practical counseling approach. So we need you, if you have any questions, we need you to connect with us. We need you to connect with the entrepreneur himself. Okay?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Ms. Camilla, if you have any questions for us before we start with Ms. Camilla. Where is Khadija? Khadija is on.
Yes.
Ms. Kamala, if there's no questions from the other team, you feel free to start your presentation again, and then we can give you some counseling too.
Once again, hello to all. Sorry for slow internet. Once again, I want to introduce myself and introduce my company. I'm Kamla Charing. I have started working in handicrafts parts in Kabul, and I have 4 official staff that full time they are with me here, and women that they are women that they work with me and official. We send our products to for now to 3 provinces such as Ghazni province, Balkh province, and Herat province, and also I have online business that those persons or those customers that they can't come to my company, we send them online products for them. And it's about 1 year that our work is better than that time that I have started working. That in this time that I'm working, I have customers from Australia, New Zealand, and also Malaysia. Our customers are from Afghanistan. They are working in these 3 countries, and we are yes.
What type of handicrafts do you provide?
Our products, all we have in different parts for such as clothes, and also we design the clothes. We the clothes we are design are all our clothes are handcrafts. It means that made by hand.
Okay. So handmade clothes. Okay. Okay. And you have customers, you said Australia, is that right? It's my hometown.
Ms. Camilla, my question is, do you sell online? I cannot hear you.
Ms. Camilla, I think your mic is not working or your internet is stuttering. If you could repeat what you just said.
It says she's talking, but there's no sound.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, now we are, yes.
Sorry for slow internet. That unfortunately today the internet is so slow. I'm sorry for this.
No, no need to apologize. That's fine. That's not your problem.
Can you tell me if you're selling online or do you have a website?
So once again, should I? I have a place or a physical place for my marketing, for my working, and also we have online working and online 2 types. It means I have a physical place
can you
for
write us the
products,
website so we can see it, please? Can you type the website in the chat so we can see the
yes. Now should I?
Yes,
write?
please now. So, yeah, please now.
Okay.
Take your email.
Yeah, right. Jesus.
Okay. Just go to the computer. I need to copy it.
Let's take a picture.
No, it's right. I'm writing down.
Oh.
9277 43.
What is it called? G.
Gunnaga Handicraft.
I can see what GU.
Gulnegar.
Okay.
Handicrafts. So we're just going to look up your business now. We're just going to have a quick look.
Does not show. Can you tell me
but
the spelling Gulnegar? Okay, G-U-N.
our
Okay.
company name is in Persian.
Can't find anything.
Okay, this one here.
Gulnegar Handicrafts.
Gulnegar Handicrafts. Okay, I think I found the page. They look very nice.
That's very nice. What? Show me. And sorry, what do you think makes your business unique compared to other handicraft stores? Like, what is special about this particular business, do you think? We cannot hear you, Ms. Camilla. If you can repeat, please. She's trying to talk.
She's talking, but there's no sound.
There's no sound.
Maybe I think it might just be the internet.
Ms. Camilla, I would appreciate if you put for us your phone number. Maybe we could call you later to talk to you on the phone by counseling.
Yes.
I think it's
Okay.
I think it's very tough with this internet.
With this internet connection, I think it's very hard.
Okay.
It's
Yes.
not manageable for us to do counseling this way.
But we'll try and work out another way to do it. So
We'll call you maybe by tomorrow.
Sorry. I don't know what should I do.
No, that's fine.
Just write us your mobile number. Tomorrow we will call you if possible.
Okay. I will write.
Take her mobile number.
Should she write it? This is
Today's date.
today is the 10th
I
of
have
March.
wrote
Okay.
WhatsApp
Yes.
number.
Yes. Ms. Camilla, we will call you maybe by tomorrow to develop a counseling session, me and the team, because the internet connection is not very clear, so we cannot hear you well to give you a proper counseling session.
Sorry for this.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's the internet fault. Mr. Abdul Tawwab, if
Thank
you have
you.
any question.
I don't have any question, just I need your counseling about my idea. When she finished, I would like to talk with you.
Please tell me.
At first of all, I'm so much happy I'm with you and you are going to give me some consultation. As I mentioned before, I have already sent my idea through email. Have you read my email or no?
Afif did.
No.
Afif have, but we didn't receive the email. We will receive it today, inshallah.
Okay. Should I explain my idea or we should talk about it later on?
No.
Please tell us.
Explain it now, please, if possible.
Okay, if Sis Kamala finished his speech, I start. Otherwise, we let her to talk more. Then I will start my idea. Share to you.
We cannot hear Ms. Camilla very well, so please Mr. Abdul Tawwab, if you want to talk. Miss Camilla will talk to her later by the phone.
Okay, thanks, dear. I am Director of Economy Affairs of Afghanistan Craftsman and Shopkeeper Chamber.
Okay.
Just I want to run such as training you have provided for us. Just I want to run such a training for other shopkeepers and craftsmen. So I need to counseling me how I should do this because I have studied DBA and BBA.
Okay. I think you should speak to Afif more about this matter until you finish your training. I think you should discuss it more with Afif because this is not regarding a counseling session of a business or something. But I think you should discuss it with Afif. Will give you a better understanding about how to develop this kind of programs.
Okay, should I share my WhatsApp number, email address to you,
yes,
or
yes,
I should share it with?
Yes, please share
okay,
it with
okay.
us.
I
Thank
share
you, Mr.
it to you now.
Thank you, Mr. Abdul
Most welcome. Most welcome. Dear trainers, I shared my Gmail and my WhatsApp number. Through that, we can be connected.
Okay, we're just taking it down now. But yeah, your inquiries be best given to Afif. He can better explain. He can better explain your question. So.
Today he will explain to me, or tomorrow when he will give me counseling. When will he help me counseling me?
He will probably talk about this in depth with you towards the end of the training course. Because at the moment we're focused on counseling the entrepreneurs. So we're just teaching you how to do this. Once this is finished, I'm sure Mr. Afif will assist you with that. So
thanks.
Just give me one moment, please. Okay, so I'm probably going to leave you now. I have another meeting to attend, but I should be back a little bit later. So I'll leave you in Issa's capable hands. It's been a pleasure guiding you through this process, but we're not finished yet. So I will be back, inshallah.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Okay.
I'll leave you with Issa.
All right. So this was a very good counseling session, but we need more participation from the rest of the participants. Abdul Tawwab is speaking, but the rest of you guys, we haven't heard much, and we want to see you participate as well. If during the next few sessions, let's see if we can get more people in, then please try to speak and ask as well. So you only learn through actually attempting to ask questions. All right. Just give us a second and we'll be back.
Open the camera. Sure. Mr. Fadl. Anyone can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
We still have someone to, Ms. Duja Gharbi will connect in 20 minutes. For the time being, we'll have some questions for you guys.
Yeah, sure, you can ask.
How do you find the program up to now?
Well, I find that it is important, and I find that it will help us on different aspects, like on the ministry that we are responsible for the MSME development. That the MSME, I'm sorry, the day that the person who was introducing the Ministry of Industry and Commerce to the participant, that day I was in a meeting and I was not able, otherwise I was responsible to use the ministry. We are more focusing on policy development, strategy development, and some priority action plan development for the MSME development in Afghanistan. At the start, when we talked with the UNIDO for this training program, we believe that time that it is important for us and also for other participants. It is quite important, as I believe. Today, I asked Ms. Zahra to join us for this counseling session. And you guys told me that why I'm not asking questions. It was only because I was more familiar with their business than everybody else. So I thought that, okay, the other participants and the counseling unit or the colleagues from UNIDO will ask questions and will guide her on her business. For me, I find it very important, and for me, I find it very informative, because a few minutes ago that you were giving advices for Ms. Zara on how to develop her business and how to find a market for their product. These are the things that I'm very related to. I'm very connected to work with that. Before, I was responsible for the business development services to the ACME Directorate. And later on, I was working as a business considering a person who was providing advices to the ACMEs on how to develop their businesses and how to access to the national or international markets. Today's session was very informative and very interesting. For it was only I saw that what are the businesses are demanded today in Afghanistan, and what you guys are providing advice on how to access to their or how to expand their business. The overall the program is very good, and I hope that it is more informative and more attractive to all the participants who are already meeting, and we'll look forward to some more interesting advices and some more interesting informations regarding the ACME development.
A lot of entrepreneurs these days, particularly obviously in a country like Afghanistan, a lot of people, they don't have the confidence to start their business, or they feel that they lack the finance to start their business. So the idea of this course and what we're trying to do is we're trying to teach you to
building of the confidence.
Build confidence of the entrepreneur by guiding them through the processes of what would be needed to start a business. So, you know, you build on their marketing, their finance, their business plan development, everything like that. The better their business plan, the more confident they will be in their business. The more confident they are in their business, the more confident they are, and the better their business plan, they will be able to access the finance. The finance is there. The problem is accessing that finance. And one of the best ways to access that finance is to develop a business plan. And again, developing a business plan will build the entrepreneur's confidence in their business idea. So this is one of the main, this is the most important thing that you can encourage an entrepreneur to do, is to is to develop a business plan. So, you know, like you need to work with these entrepreneurs. You need to find out if they've identified their target market. You know, like if you're targeting everybody, you're targeting nobody. You know, so they need to work out who they're going to sell to, how they're going to do it, if there are any barriers to doing that, and how they're going to finance it. So you really need to press the idea of developing a business plan.
Yeah, right. But
then,
if you allow me, or if you have time, I'll brief you guys with some information regarding this right now in Afghanistan. Is it okay?
Yeah, please go.
As you said before, that the SMEs are facing like lack of access to finance within Afghanistan, or access to the national or international market. And now let me brief you guys with some important details regarding the SMEs development in Afghanistan. SME is a 9-year-old directorate within the Ministry of Industry and Commerce. So since 9 years or 10 years, we are working on SME development in Afghanistan. And we always believe that SME is the backbone of Afghanistan economy, or they consist 80 to 85% of businesses in Afghanistan. Yes, we do accept that. We are hearing lots of issues and problems to the SMEs, that we have lack of access to finance, we have lack of access to the market, we have lack of access to the raw material, or we have lack of access to we don't have the capacity to develop our business plan, we don't have the capacity to develop a concept. We do accept it. Yes, it's right. But why this happens to the SMEs? They should also accept it. As I told you, since 5 to 6 years, I was working directly, really connected to the SMEs, because I was the head of business development services department for the SMEs. You know what is the problem? The problem is that the most of the SMEs operating in Afghanistan, about 70% of the SMEs who are operating in Afghanistan are not formalized. It means they are not formalized with the government agencies. They are not having their certificate of business. And most of them are operating in very far provinces of Afghanistan. Most of them are not operating in the capital. If we talk about carpet sector, like Ms. Zara was providing information about her business on carpet weaving. We have lots of businesses who are working, lots of SMEs who are working with the carpet sector. But 80% of these businesses are operating in the north provinces of Afghanistan and to the very far cities of Afghanistan. So all the weavers are women entrepreneurs. They are weaving carpets and then they are selling it to the wholesaler or to the other companies. Then those wholesalers are exporting to the carpets to the foreign countries. Why they are having lack of access to the financial support, financial services which are provided by the government, by the private banks, or other financial institution, or other donor-funded projects in Afghanistan. Before we had a USAID project, it was funded $50 million US, who was working for the development of SMEs in Afghanistan. And I was a person as in charge, or you can say as a focal point through the SME directorates with the USAID funded project named Abadi. You know what was the main reason for the SMEs applying for funds and for supports of Abadi project? The first one was that they were unformalized. They were not having certificate from any government agency of Afghanistan. The second problem was their capacity. The businesses that they were operating, the staffs that they were having, they were not able to develop a very simple business plan or a very short concept note for applying funds to the Abadi project of USAID. The third problem, even the most of the micro SMEs operating in Afghanistan, they were not having access to internet, or they were not having a proper email ID or address to apply for the fund to the Abadi project. We had several meetings, several conferences, several working groups, more than hundreds working groups for different priority sectors of Afghanistan with the SMEs operating in Afghanistan. And we were always asking that you should formalize and you should register your business. If you are going to a bank for applying loans, yes, we do accept that government is not providing loans with the low interest rate for the SMEs. We do accept it. But there are private banks that they are providing loans to the SMEs. The interest rate is some little high. But even though they can apply for the bank's loans, why? Because they are not registered with the government. I'm not talking about the 30%, 30% of the SMEs who are registered with the government, and some of the services that are provided through the donor-funded projects or through the governments, they are using it even right now. But I'm talking about the 70% of SMEs who are unformalized. Why they are not having access to the local markets? Why they can't participate in the international exhibitions? Because they are not registered with the government. You need better than that. If you are a business and if you are not registered with the government, so you cannot use from any facilities of the governments provided to you. Even most of the time, we are asking the SMEs to join us in such types of training courses. I was the person who provide more than 20 to 25 training courses with best service providers inside the Kabul. I was asking them to come and join. It is for you. It is for your capacity development. It is on how to write a business plan. It's on how to write a concept note, how to prepare a market plan, how to prepare a market strategy for yourself. What are the ways that you can access to the national or international markets? We as a government agency, we do accept that they are facing lots of challenges right now operating in Afghanistan. But we as a government agency, we do also accept from SMEs that are operating in Afghanistan that they should also coordinate with us. If right now, if I ask an SME that you are having problems with preparation of a concept note or business plan development, here the SME development directorate within the is existing right now. You can come to us. We will guide you on how to develop a business plan. They will never come to us. Why? They only believe that there should be access to finance, or there should be only services connected to the money. I'm again saying that I'm talking about those unformalized SMEs operating in Afghanistan, in the capital, in all other provinces. At the start of the SME directorate within the Ministry of Industry and Commerce, we were targeting 7 to 8 priority sectors in Afghanistan. And those priority sectors were carpet sector, gemstone, marble, handicraft, Kashmiri, and these were the wood sector, construction materials. We were working with all those SMEs operating in this priority sectors in Afghanistan. We have action plans. We have developed strategies for them. We prioritize the actions that how we can solve the problems that the SMEs are facing right now in Afghanistan. We are not saying that we did nothing. The staff, the employees working with the SME directorate, they are well educated. They have the master's degree in international trade or in commerce and economics. But SMEs operating in Afghanistan, they are also creating problems for themselves. You are a business or you're an entrepreneur. We do accept. While you start a business, you invest your money, your goal is to gain profit. Obviously, every business goal is this one. But for gaining profit, the first step, you should be formalized. You should be registered with the government agencies. The second, you should have a proper business plan. The business plan will show you that how you can achieve your goals. We do accept that. I just said these things. Right now in SME development direction.
We totally agree with what you're coming from, Mr. Fadl. We totally agree, and we totally support the way that you're coming from the entrepreneur have to be registered with the government entities, and the business planning is the most and crucial element for startups and MSMEs.
Is the reason that a lot of the entrepreneurs don't want to go from the informal to the formal sector, is that because what, maybe they don't, like there's some uncertainty with the government, or they don't know about it, or
maybe they just don't have an incentive,
or there's no incentive to do it? Like, can you just elaborate on that?
No, it's not the case. It's not the case. About the registration of businesses right now in Afghanistan, it's very easy and simple. Even within 2 or 2.5 hours, you can have your certificate of registration, the ACBR, Afghanistan Central Board of Registration, with the Ministry of Industry and Commerce. It's very easy and simple. Again, I'm saying that why they are not formalized. I told you that most of the MSMEs, especially the micro level or the medium level of enterprises operating in Afghanistan, most of them are located in the provinces of Afghanistan, even in the forest areas of those provinces in Afghanistan. Like as I told you about the Kashmiri sector, about the carpet sector, the weavers or those micro enterprises operating in Afghanistan, they are in very forest areas of Afghanistan. Most of the entrepreneurs working in like marble sector or gemstone or wood sector, they are even not educated. The members, the people who are the staffs that they are working with them, they're even not well educated. We are always saying that this formalization or having certificate or registered with the Ministry of Industry and Commerce, it will provide you lots of services. The services which are provided through the Exhibition Directorate of the Ministry, through the International Trade Directorate of the Ministry, through the MSME Development Directorate of the Ministry, through the Export Promotion Directorate of the Ministry. These are the services which are provided for the businesses operating in Afghanistan. You will be the one who will be benefited for these services. Those entrepreneurs, those businesses which are small or medium operating in Kabul, in Mazar-e-Sharif, in Herat, in Nangarhar, and in Kandahar, these are the big cities of Afghanistan, even in Parwan. Most of them are registered with the government. They have their registration certificate. Even they are benefited from the donor-funded project services, from loans. Even we had an ANMDP project, which was Afghan New Market Development Project. This project were provided technical supports to the ACMEs. They were buying machineries, they were buying office staffs, computers, each and everything that was needed by an ACME. They were coming to the projects, they were giving their concept notes, the projects were searching their business, and they provided technical services for them. Even we were that time we were hiring advisors for the development of their businesses. This is the big problem. Even a few days ago, I had a discussion with the minister regarding these things. And the minister asked the employees working with the SME Directorate that what are your ideas on how to develop more the MSMEs in Afghanistan? My idea was given to the minister was that at first, let's open a one-stop window, a single window within the ACBR, Afghanistan Board of Registration, to register, to provide the facility to register only the micro businesses or micro enterprises in Afghanistan, because 70% of the businesses are consist of the micro level in Afghanistan. You see, a person came and introduce his or her business. She's always saying that I have 6, 10, 8, 15, or 20 employees. I said there should be a single window within the ACBR Central Board of Registration in Afghanistan. The single window should only provide facilities to register the micro level of businesses in Afghanistan.
Okay, I mean, these questions are probably better answered by Afif, but in my opinion, there needs to be a national strategy, and you need to bring on board all of the stakeholders involved. You know, when people go to a bank and they're advised that they can't access finance because they need to be formalized, that should be an opportunity for the banks to then direct them to, say, the ministry, or to say like the program that we're offering, so that they can then build on those skills and secure that access to finance. So in order for it to work, you need to develop an ecosystem where all the stakeholders and all the players in SME development are there. Like you said, you need a one-stop shop, basically, where an entrepreneur can come in, explain their idea, develop their business plan, secure their finance, be registered, everything like that. You need that. You need to develop an ecosystem for that.
Afif will be handling more. We'll be talking to Mr. Fadl about the ecosystem and the development of the ecosystem. So when we don't want to cross in his line of territory and presentations.
You won't have anything to talk about if I keep going.
Let me tell you one more thing, that we are already working to develop an incubation center within Afghanistan for MSMEs operating, and we have already developed a roadmap, MSME roadmap.
Is that in Kabul? Is that in Kabul?
Yeah. We are working with that MSME roadmap is ours within the MSME directorate. We have developed it. Inshallah, soon it will be finalized through the Economic Council of the Ministers. And within the roadmap, we have some strategic areas, or we have our strategic goals. And one of those goals is to capacity building, capacity development of MSMEs, to finance, access to market, accelerating exports, and development of incubation center within Afghanistan. These are the strategic goals or strategic areas of the MSME roadmap in Afghanistan.
It seems to me, you've got the right mindset, and you know what needs to be done. So I think it's probably only a matter of time and refining the model a little bit, and then obviously getting everybody on board will obviously start to grow the SMEs in Afghanistan. So I think you're on the right track. Obviously, so it's very good to hear, and I think with more people with your attitude and energy and your passion, I think there's no doubt that this will come. It will happen. So,
thank you.
Thank you, Fadl. We will take 5 to 10 minutes break. Ms. Duja Gharbi will be joining us soon. So please be connected in 5 minutes. And hope to see you soon, inshallah.
Should we make it 12:45?
Yeah, just break.
It's 2:10 now, right? 2:08. So we'll be back to 20.
That works. Okay. See you then.
Yes. I'll leave.
Hello, everyone. Are you with us?
Hello.
Hello. Hi, yes. People from Afghanistan, can anyone reply?
Hello.
Hello,
I
Duja.
hear
How are
you
you?
now.
Okay, yes, yes.
أهلاً
Duja,
وسهلاً.
Ahlan wa sahlan. Yes, I want to introduce you to our colleagues and to our participants in this program. I'm just not sure whether they're here yet because we gave them a brief break. Mustafa, Sayyid Jalal, Mustafa Farjad, Sayyid Mahdi, are you guys here with us? Okay, we just need to wait for a few seconds more, probably. Let's call them back.
Sorry, you will be back in at what time, please?
Hi, Duja. If you can give us 5 more minutes so we can update you on the situation, that'll be great. Hi, Duja, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Just because Afif told me to come and I have a meeting, this is why.
Okay, sure. I'll get right back to you. Hi, Duja. Apologies for this. Afif is currently juggling 2 phone calls at the same time with Italy and Sudan, and he hasn't been able to join today. But we are trying to gather the participants. I think they left for a short period of time. We'll see what the situation is with them.
Just Afif sent me a message to say if they are not here in 5 minutes, I can leave. I don't know what we can do.
Yeah, that's true. You know, like of course, whatever Afif says, it happens. So if they don't come in 5 minutes, we can end this call.
They left. They are. Do you finish the training? You mean?
The training will be done at 2 usually. We'll find something else. I think Afif has something in mind. But in your case, yeah. So we have a specific time frame for you, and if they're late for that, you can leave as well.
Okay, I'm waiting, and let me know, please, if nobody is coming.
Sure. All right. Hello, Mariam. How are you? Mariam Shakir, are you with us?
Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so what is the situation, Mariam? We were supposed to have more participants, and the ones that are online, Mustafa, Sayyid Jalal, Sayyid Mahdi, you know, they're not replying at all.
Just give me a minute. I will do that.
Okay, sure. So.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so
actually, we are from different organizations, so I basically don't know about the rest of the people.
Okay, Duja Gharbi, since
today I'm also late because yes.
Okay, so people have started to gather. Duja, would you be able to give us your session, please, now?
Hello.
Hello, hi, Duja.
So I don't know if you will ask me questions, or please let me know. I mean, on what I have to. Afif told me that I have to talk about. I will talk about my journey with UNIDO, right, and on women entrepreneurship and development. This is right.
Yes, that is true. You know, if you can let them know about your situation and your struggles and what you did, would be great for us.
Yeah. Okay. So shall I start now?
Right.
Yes.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Hello. I'm happy to be here with you today, and happy to be invited by UNIDO to talk to you about my experience with ITPO and Bahrain and with EDIP program. I actually am, first of all, I'm an entrepreneur since more than 20 years in Tunisia, implemented in Tunisia, and I had since I think 2000. I met Dr. Hashim, and I was trained as trainer and counselor with the ITPO Bahrain within the program EDIP. And since this time, I was working in Tunisia to organize training for entrepreneurs, counseling, and training for trainers. In the same time, I have some companies I'm working on as business, I have my own companies in industry and services. And lately, I started an accelerator in Tunisia, and I'm working a lot with youth and with the women entrepreneurs to help them to accelerate their business, to help them launch their business, access to market and access to finance. So we give them counseling, training, and connections with the banks, with the investors, with the business angels, and other institutions, financial institutions, to get financed by them for their business. And then actually, we are also helping them within my network to access to markets, because you know that the challenges for youth and for startups, particularly in Tunisia, is because of the size of the country, is to access to market and have to sell their products and sell them out of Tunisia because of the size of the country. So what I'm doing now is really like I want to say the fruit of my partnership or my work with UNIDO Bahrain, because I take these tips and this methodology to help and to follow up and to support entrepreneurs in their journey when they launch their companies. And I have these skills and these tools to let them go beyond, avoid the failure of the first years of launching their own products, so projects, And I think what is important today, more than the idea and the company, is and more than money also is the fact that we can help them, you can give them non-financial support, because we will give them the opportunity to gain money, to gain time, and to not be alone in this journey, because it's not easy actually to start a business. It's I know that most of the entrepreneurs, they love the idea, they love what they're doing, but they ignore what is behind creating a company, and they don't have the expertise to manage all the aspects of a business, of a company. So this, what we are offering behind this non-financial services, is to support them avoid failures, gain time, and address the right how to say, issues and difficulties they can face when they launch their business. I would like to talk also about women in business, and how to say, in this we are, you know, that we are. Monday was the International Day of Women, and I think that I was talking in many conferences here in Tunisia about the situation of women in business and the rights of women and etc. And I think that even if in Tunisia we have very advanced laws for women, but still they are not enough in business. And when it comes to access to finance, for example, or even for market, it's still challenging. So I think everywhere, in each country, we are facing the same problems, and was looking for why and how we can help and to go forward to help women to be more involved in the economy and to launch their own business, to get loans, and what are the difficulties, what are the barriers to that, and how we can work together to avoid or to ameliorate the situation for women, to get them more in the business and the economy. So I guess in your country you are facing the same situation, and I think that also we have to, in my opinion, and it was all the time this. I'm addressing this question because I think it's also a question of mindset, and women need to be supported by their close environment. I mean, family, the family, the husband, the father, the brother, and if they need to be supported to gain this confidence and to go forward, to avoid fear. To avoid fear and to be confident to start something. To start a business or a company. So this was the discussion in Tunisia this week, as we are celebrating the Women's Day, International Day. So. But I think the problem is worldwide, and we need the support of our family. We need the support of our close environment. So, but I think, and I see that in Tunisia, women when she's committed and she starts a business, she's very successful, and she worked very hard. She's very well organized too, and I think if she is supported by the environment, her family, and her team also, she can succeed very well. I don't know if you have a question for me, but I think I talked about all the situation. Actually, what I want to say also that in Tunisia we are working a lot on this new system of technological companies like startups and things like that, and we are really fighting to have more mechanism for financing this kind of projects and business. It's not actually very well deserved by the traditional way of financing. So we are working on new laws, new mechanism for financial mechanism. And we are stressing a lot on the non-financial support, because it becomes more and more important, and sometimes more than money itself. If you have any question and any other point you want me to talk about, I will be very happy to do.
Are there any questions for Ms. Rouja Gharbi, or did everyone understand her situation? I think you have a lot to learn from her.
Yeah, I have a very brief or simple questions, if you allow me.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, you talking about the startups that you're planning to support the startups. May I know what are the priorities that you will be providing for startups, or for those who are coming with a new business idea? Like you said, you're planning to also financially support them. The priority actions the priorities that you will support them on their startups.
Yeah, yes, sure. Actually, we have a new law in Tunisia for startups. It's we call it Startup Act, and it gives them many advantages to start the business. As it's very specific in Tunisia. Startups, that doesn't mean a small company or new companies. That means company who are basically implemented with technology, with a technological company, and they have a very big potential of to scale up. So as it's very, very technological, we are trying to, we have some people, they are very, they're expert in technology, so they can launch their own startup, but we have also entrepreneurs who have just the idea and need to find like a CTO, technical partner to launch this startup because they need the technology. So what we are doing is first help them construct their team, because it's important to have a team, like an entrepreneur, someone who are technical is very, very important, and they don't start a startup without this person. And obviously they need like marketing or communication manager also, because it's very how to say, it's very there's many competitors, so they need to come up with new ideas for when they come to the communication, the marketing of their services or products provided by the company. So we help them to prepare the team. We help them to prepare the fund, to raise funds. It's very important, and it comes with first of all seed fund to start with the MVP, and then the other fundraising steps. And we help them to, of course, finalize the product. We need to technological solution they are offering, and then the go-to-market, which is very, very important, combined with the marketing strategy. And of course, starting by selling in Tunisia, but of course it's important to sell abroad and to export, because of the question of scalability. When we come to Tunisia, as it's very small country. So what we are providing actually is all the services, 180 degree services needed from the company to succeed and to go fast, because technology is going very fast. So we need to help them to go fast also. Is it okay for the question?
Okay.
I respond to your question.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
Isa, just 1 minute. I have to thank my sister from Tunis.
Sorry, Afif, I couldn't hear you.
I have to thank my sister from Tunis, Ms. Duja. Duja, thank you very much.
Thank you, Afif.
For your time. I know you're extremely busy and you left the meeting. Thank you again. Have a nice day, Duja.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, thank you for coming, Duja. Thank you very much. Okay, I just want to remind all of you that tomorrow there will be no session. The next session is going to be on Sunday. Afif told you that beforehand, but just in case for you guys to remember, all right? So not tomorrow, on Sunday.
Yes, and what are we going to do on Sunday, Isa?
Let me read the schedule, apologies. Tomorrow, on Sunday, we'll be developing a national entrepreneurship strategy.
Yeah, so we want you to work on the questionnaire number 10. We have said that, I don't know how during this program, we're gonna discuss it in the presence of ministry and the UNIDO representative in Kabul, so that we can develop an action plan for Afghanistan. We see you inshallah on Saturday. Sunday and have a nice weekend.
Right. So in case you couldn't hear, because there was a stutter in the noise in Afif's speech, we will be working on questionnaire number 10, and hopefully we see you on Sunday. Thank you very much for coming.